Сколько тебе лет?
55.
55. Заебись. Тебе сколько лет?
53.
А?
53.
53. Ну, блядь, ебаный в рот. Молодец. Давай еще.
Ukraine's Special Operations Forces reported that they had killed 12 North Korean soldiers and injured 20 others, preventing their advance in Russia's Kursk Oblast. Ukraine's Special Operations Forces used drones and an Mk-19 grenade launcher to counter the North Korean soldiers' attempt to advance, according to the released statement and video. Ukraine's military intelligence agency earlier reported that 30 North Korean soldiers were killed or injured during recent ground assaults. A total of at least 100 North Korean troops have been killed while fighting for Russia against Ukraine, a South Korean lawmaker said after an intelligence briefing, the BBC reported. North Korean troops fighting in Kursk Oblast are especially vulnerable to drones, but still managed to help Moscow advance a few kilometers in the partially Ukrainian-occupied region in southwest Russia, according to Western military experts analyzing open-source data. The assessment of drone vulnerability differs from an on-the-ground testimony obtained by the Kyiv Independent, in which a Special Forces serviceman disclosed how North Korean troops were well protected by Russia's electronic warfare, which effectively counters drones. The contrasting evaluations highlight the opacity of reports from Kursk Oblast, where a third party's troops entered the battle. There are about 12,000 North Korean troops deployed in Kursk Oblast, where Ukraine launched a surprise cross-border incursion in August to bring the war to Russia, a senior Ukrainian official familiar with the intelligence told the Kyiv Independent. Some of them were already sent on assault missions, and they have proven to lack experience with most modern weapons, especially various types of drones, the official added. Each North Korean platoon accompanies a larger company of Russian paratroopers to reclaim Ukrainian positions in Kursk Oblast, according to the official. In exchange for the troop transfer, Russia is paying over $2,000 for each North Korean soldier, though it is unclear how much is allocated for the individual soldier and the Pyongyang government, the official added. Russia could also transfer technologies to North Korea to produce and improve weapon characteristics, a move that could further deepen Moscow-Pyongyang ties, the official said, adding that North Korea is already improving its ballistic missiles by observing Russia's use of them in Ukraine. Putin said he could not give a specific date when Russia would take back Kursk region. Also, he found out that Russian soldiers in Kursk region were not receiving the same payments as those in the special military operation. Father Tsar promised to fix that.
The question about a specific date. Sorry, I simply can't. I understand, I know there are plans. There are plans, they are reported to me on a regular basis. But just to say by such a date, well, that's not how it's done, because, and the guys can hear me. Day 2, if I name such a date, they will go there no matter what. By that date, they won't take losses into account. We cannot do that. Day 2 in this case doesn't matter much anymore. But A, they will definitely get them out, and B, after that, the damage can be assessed.
A squad of those over 50 has moved to the SMO zone to fight the evil NATO troops.
Щелкай. Меняй. Ну ты чё? Вот видишь вот этот квадратик?
Так, это я в курсе.
Уголком туда вставляй. Давай еще. Сколько тебе лет?
55.
55. Заебись. Тебе сколько лет?
53.
А?
53.
53. Ну, блядь, ебаный в рот. Молодец. Давай еще. Давай. Давай. Молодец. Тебе сколько лет?
6.
56. Ну, блядь, отстегивай, давай. О, молодец. Молодец. Тебе сколько лет?
63.
63, да? Ебать, нахуй. Еще раз меняй. Хоть что-то. Тебе сколько лет?
53.
53. Молодец. Тебе сколько лет?
57.
Сопли вытери, 57. Молодец. У тебя что тут? Ебать, ну, красавчик, сколько лет?
55.
55. Хуя, группа X. Тебе сколько лет? 46. Тебе сколько лет?
56.
56. Тебе сколько лет?
60.
А?
60.
60.
Russia has increased the number of troops in Ukraine by 100,000 this year, said Ukrainian Chief of Staff Syrsky. In his interview with Le Monde, the Armed Forces chief noted that the conflict has reached such a technological level that we can now talk about both the confrontation of technology and the confrontation of armed forces. According to him, this has significantly affected the tactics used by the troops on the battlefield. We used to joke, 100 men eat breakfast, 7 men eat dinner. That's pretty much how it was. A Russian assaultman, who signed a contract with the Russian Defense Ministry, shared his experience.
Usually people stay there for 1 day. There is a high chance you won't return from there, because the orders are aimed at simply exterminating people. When I left Makivka for the hospital, a new regiment was entering. They brought in about 700 guys. A week later, a few people came to my same hospital and said that this regiment no longer exists. They killed 700 people in 3 days. These were ordinary mobilized soldiers, contract soldiers, and so on. To be clear, we basically never stayed or sat anywhere. That is, they bring us in, we go on the attack. And so 5 people go, a group. They perish, then the next group goes 5 people. From the same truck, yes, from the same truck, along the same path, the same trail, they perish in the exact same spot. The next group of 5 goes. And every 10 minutes a new group is sent, until they take some point that interests the commanders. I saw 50 people being loaded into a truck on crutches in Samari. It was like, well, you can't run, so you won't be able to escape, so you won't abandon your positions, you will stand there till the end. In principle, there are bodies everywhere there. There is very little land, mostly just bodies. Being taken prisoner, is it a real chance to survive, or is it also terrifying? If it were real, I think many would surrender. Every group is always monitored from the air, watched by a drone. They constantly ensure that no one sneaks off into the bushes or deliberately gets themselves wounded just to have a chance to withdraw, so that no one goes anywhere intentionally to surrender. I ended up in a pretrial detention center and signed a contract from there, like a contract with the devil. Once signed, you sold your soul to the Ministry of Defense. Well, we joked like that. 100 have breakfast, 7 have dinner. Well, that's roughly how it was.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.